It is imperative that the youth know the importance of this day. And in the studio, we have Comrade Dakarai Mapuranga to talk about the significance of independence. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Let's get straight into it. What is the significance of our independence to the youth?
Well, I think first and foremost, it is so significant that now we are a free people, we are a free Zimbabwe, especially for young people. Yes, there could be economic challenges that we're experiencing, especially unemployment within the young people. But on the other side, it is also a challenge to be young and be in Zimbabwe, because it has given us an opportunity to create new businesses. New entrepreneurs are now required to step up and create the necessary employment that will create jobs for other young Zimbabweans.
So what should the youth do to preserve this independence?
Well, I think first and foremost, you can only preserve that which you value. The challenge that we are having is that there has been a crisis of youth leadership. We have to stand and be counted, because for the independence to be created, it was a bunch of other young people who before 1980 decided to make a resolution to create independence. Now, what is the challenge for this generation of young people is now more economical than anything. It's no longer about being able to walk in First Street. The challenge that's there for young people is to be able to create a functioning economy, to create competitive world-class businesses. So that's what we need to do as young people.
So basically the youth need to carry the mantle from their respective leaders onwards.
Precisely, because you see, the people that we look up to today as our leaders, a few years ago, we should not forget, they were also youthful people, all right? And a few years ago, they made a resolution to be independent. So they've created the independence that we are celebrating. The challenge that I have with fellow young people is, what is our challenge now? It's the economy. Let's get things working. We have been given the land. We have spoken of indigenization. We have got mines. It doesn't matter how small it is. Even if it employs 3 or 5 people, are you paying your taxes? Are you paying your royalties? That's the challenge for young Zimbabweans at the moment.
Comrade Mapuranga, there are some youths out there who associate independence to a specific party. What do you say about that?
Well, there's no doubt that ultimately ZANU-PF is the party that brought independence, and we should not take that for granted. The ultimate sacrifice came through ZANU-PF leadership. However, independence is for everybody. Even those within opposition parties, they still have to value being independent. They still have to value the ability to associate, group, and meet. I've just seen a clip where ZCTU and opposition party supporters have gathered to demonstrate. Well, what are you going to fix by demonstrating? Open a business. Plant some seeds at your farm. You know? Go to the auction floor, sell some tobacco. That's what needs to happen. That's what Zimbabwe needs right now.
Are there any programs that are in place to educate the youth about this?
Well, I think that to a reasonable extent, every Zimbabwean knows that April 18 is independence. Well, what we might fail to do is to fully appreciate and comprehend what it means to be free. To be able to wake up this morning and say, okay, this one has decided to go and demonstrate, this one has decided to go and open a shop, this one is running a flea market, this one is running his own combi, this one is running his own mine. Yes, there are challenges, but let's rise up to them and create opportunities. Let's create employment for fellow young Zimbabweans. Not everyone could be the business owner, but the few of us that can, let's step up. Let's value the independence. And let's also teach others that to be free should not be taken for granted.
All right, so what are you planning for the celebrations in your area?
Well, I'm a farmer in Headlands. I'm a businessman in Headlands. We are going to gather But besides just being there to be merry, slaughter a few goats, which we are obviously going to do, we are also going to discuss what our planting program. As you know, Headlands is a farming area. We'll be planting potatoes, which we hope to harvest in the next 4 months, keep ourselves busy, make sure that fellow young people around us are also equally busy, being productive. So besides celebrating, we've got to be productive. We just can't be independent to be idle.
Yeah, sure. And what is your last word to the youth?
Well, I think that the young people of Zimbabwe, you need to have hope and focus. Find something to keep yourself busy at. The biggest challenge for Zimbabwe right now is the economy, and the economy requires us to be productive. So the more you find yourself on the complaining side, maybe on the protesting side, then we are not rising up to the challenge. We are not helping Chinamasa because we are not contributing to the tax base. We can only get the economy working when you're making contributions by being productive, by keeping yourself busy. It doesn't matter that it's a small garden. It doesn't matter that it's a small-scale mine. It doesn't matter that you are a trader. But you've got to wake up, pull up the sock, be counted, be seen to be doing something. That's the contribution that young people can make to the independence of Zimbabwe.
All right, thank you very much, Comrade Mapuranga. That was Comrade Mapuranga here in the studio to tell us about the importance of independence, especially to the youth, and what the youth should do to preserve that independence. Moving on,